We know about matter in our everyday life, and we know about energy in our everyday life. So in many ways, the study of chemistry has a lot of relevance to our everyday life. Now, another important driving force or feature of chemistry and indeed the physical world is something known as entropy. And we absolutely see the result of entropy in our everyday life. We just don't call it entropy. Entropy is a measure of the disorder of a system. And we see this manifested in the messiness of our house, for example. And the universe is actually increasing the entropy every second of every day. So if you wondered why it's so hard to keep your house clean, it's because the second law of thermodynamics states that the entropy of the universe is always increasing. So what do we mean by disorder? Well, exactly what we think it means. So if we look at this example, on the top of the cards, we have a very ordered system here, an ascending order of cards of the same suit from 10 to ace. And then to the right of that, we have a very disordered or high entropy system where the cards are just thrown up and allowed to fall where they will. On the bottom, we have a more chemically relevant example where we have a low volume situation and a high volume situation with the same number of gas molecules. The high volume situation has more entropy, more disorder, because there are more places where any individual molecule can go. So if you have a large house, then you can have way more mess than if you have a small house, because you're limited by the smaller house by how much volume of stuff you can place in it. So forming a solution will increase entropy if that solution occurs naturally. And entropy is really complex, but we can understand it by thinking about randomness. And when we form a solution, we increase the volume of our solute and we increase the possibilities of where it used to be. For example, if I take a tablespoon of sugar and I add it to a cup of water, the sugar is now occupying a cup of water, whereas before it was just occupying a tablespoon. So the more volume something occupies, the greater its entropy. Now, we can engage in processes that reduce entropy. For example, we can have a clean house or an ordered desk, but we have to put energy into it to make that happen. Just like our bodies are very ordered, we have to continually add energy to our body in the form of food so that our bodies can remain ordered. So even though the entropy of the universe is always increasing, we still can have ordered systems in our everyday life and in the physical world.